You're the Traveler in Paimon!
Whoa, you know us? Wait, but did we even tell him?
Oh, you didn't know? Coach Yan-san said she invited you to our tribe, so I came out here to wait for you while I did some training. And now you're actually here!
Surely we're not that big.
You're the heroes who defeated the Abyss. You're a huge deal to everyone in Natlan. I've heard the story of Tumaini so many times I can practically recite it by heart. I've been so excited to meet you ever since Coach Yan-san told me you might be coming.
Oh, yeah! The name sounds familiar. During the Abyss invasion, we asked Ian-san if the Collective of Plenty needed any help, but she said that Varesa had it all under control.
Not really. It was all Uncle Akatl. All I did was clear out a few months. Just thinking about the invasion gives me chills even now. But that's in the past. The Collective of Plenty fared pretty well, all things considered. We finished our repairs, so now it's just a matter of helping out the other tribes. Come on. I'll take you to our camp.
Great, let's go!
Oh, here's one. Want to give it a try? See?
Oh, there's treasure inside these rocks! Okay, so maybe a little pain isn't too bad. Huh? What's this wooden plank doing here?
Oh, it's a piece of training equipment. I use it all the time.
Training equipment?
Yeah, it's kind of hard to explain. Let me show you instead. Here goes nothing. And she sticks the landing!
Whoa! You jumped over that huge gap?
Oh, no. Anyone can do it with a bit of practice. You made it across without any training at all.
Oh, well, Paimon can...
Take it easy.
Oh, come on! Seriously?
Don't be scared. Just charge straight at it.
What? Thanks for that. Paimon can't believe you smashed something that big in a single hit.
It was nothing. All it takes is a... Really, Charles? It's too much of a hassle to deal with them. Let's just ram straight through. I think we can call that a success.
Wow! You gave them the same treatment as that giant rat!
Home sweet home.
Whoa! This place...
That's the resonating arena. Don't mention it. It was no trouble at all. I wish I could show you around, but I need to get home.
Oh, did you remember something important?
Oh, no, not at all. We made it in time. There's just something important I have to do. Otherwise, I'll be a lethargic, dizzy, hunger-addled mess. Anyway, I'm sorry, but I gotta get some food in me. Like yesterday. We can meet back up at the arena. See you soon.
And she's wow, talk about whiplash. 1 second. The spirit of youth. Sure, whatever you say, old-timer. Paimon thinks we're still young. Anyway, why don't we take a look around in the meantime? The view must be amazing from up there. Oh, you're here already.
Yep, my dad whipped up something fantastic as always. He's a...
No wonder you look so refreshed. That's the power of a good meal.
That's right. I was hoping to bring Uncle Akatl with me, but he wasn't home. Uncle Akatl is our chief, by the way. Who bet? I've never given an official tour before. So...
Of course! That sounds great!
Okay. Whew. My place is over there. See that fruit stand out front?
You have a fruit stand in front of your house? Does that mean you grow the fruit yourselves?
You guessed it. My family runs a huge orchard. We live really close to the main entrance of the tribe. So every morning I wake up to the... That's also when my parents start work. So that...
And then you all work in the orchard together.
Well, knowing it, most of the time I end up curling under the covers and...
Oh, Paimon gets you. Sleeping in is the best kind of sleep. Plus, when you have the traveler to wake you up, it's no big deal. No, that was just a joke.
Well, maybe once I get up, I usually help my parents around the house. After lunch is when my parents do their delivery runs. So...
Oh, Paimon would love to see the orchard. Can you...
Sure thing! We'll go right after this. Oh, Coach Yan-san, are you here to do some training?
Nope, just doing some maintenance on the equipment here while I have some time. Oh, it's you two! Welcome to the Collective of... Look, I bought this at the stadium the other day.
Wait, we've seen that graffiti design before.
It's not easy to get your hands on one of these. I had to wait in a super long line.
Ooh, I bought a top with that design too! I hung it up right next to my bed.
Don't be shy. Oh, I meant to ask, what brings you out here anyway?
We're just doing some adventuring. We ran into Varesa on the road, and she...
It's my pleasure.
Still keeping up with your training, Varesa? No.
Yes, Coach! Did 3 full shuttle runs, just as you instructed.
Good. Then we'll continue with the training plan. As for your diet, actually, no dieting for now. Feel free to use any of the equipment around here.
Of course. Don't...
Wait, but isn't a special diet a huge part of...
Oh, it's kind of a long story. I suppose you could say Varesa is among the select... When she first started training with me, I started her on a standard training regimen and wrote out a simple recipe plan to give to her.
But it left me so hungry. I couldn't even muster up the...
Yeah, that was my fault. It was just your average nutrition plan, but Varesa's metabolism is something else. Once I studied her eating habits, I was able to tailor it to her needs.
Yeah, Coach is really thoughtful that way. Now,
Varesa is currently my top student. She can lift even more than me.
Wait, but you're the coach and the victor of the pilgrimage.
Don't sound so surprised. This kind of thing is really common in the fitness world.
Wow, that's amazing! Paimon would have never guessed.
I'm not exaggerating either. Varesa is extremely strong. All she...
Oh, well, it's just because Coach is a great teacher. Oh, believe me, I'm not. I mean, but I'm useless when it comes to fighting other people.
Oh, that makes sense. But what about the pilgrimage?
I've never placed or even made it out of the team stage.
When it comes to power, it's all about control. take these weights. It takes strength to lift them, yes. But
I know that, and I can do it just... Thanks. I appreciate the support. Well, we should get...
sounds good. I hope you enjoy your time here.
Good girl, Vanana. Thanks for guarding the house. Now, let me take a good look at you. Hey, I was just taking a look, not Oh, this is Vanana. She keeps watch over the orchard when no one's here.
Did you say little? She's...
Anyway, this is...
Whoa! It's even bigger than Paimon imagined! Oh, look at all the fruit! It looks delicious.
This is the Collective of Plenty, after all. Being so close to the volcano makes the soil extra fertile, especially the fruit. We sell a lot to the other tribe.
Well, if you have to live next to a volcano, at least you get something good out of it.
That's right. Since we're here, why don't we...
Wait, but didn't you just eat?
Yeah, but there's always room for dessert. Plus, we don't... You know that fruit stand in front of my house? Well, down in a heartbeat and then ask for another. My dad told me I made the fruit look so delicious, more and more people started coming to our stand. The customers would ruffle my hair and say, "It's good to have a healthy appetite. You'll grow up big and strong for sure." I mean, what kid doesn't like a compliment?
Aw, that's so cute! Plus, free fruit when...
With all that said, it also helped that our fruit actually tastes really good. Oh, and there's an epic feast showdown in a few...
Epic Feast Showdown?
Oh, sorry. So don't worry about anything going to waste.
Alright. Why is there a mushroom?
Oh, that kind of mushroom. They grow really fast and don't require any water or fertilizer. You can grill them, stir fry them, or even eat them.
A mushroom that tastes like a fruit?
Yep, that could be. Anyways, go ahead. Pick as much as you want. I'll grab some of this, and a few of these. I'll grab some of this, and a few of these. Whoa, that's quite the haul.
Well, you need a bunch of ingredients for the eating competition, right? Oh, and you were right about the fruit. Paimon tried one, and it was one of the sweetest, juiciest pieces of fruit Paimon has ever had. Also, Paimon tried one of the mushrooms, too. In a weird way, it really did taste like a fruit. We should call them berry shrooms. Well, Paimon had multiple nations where...
Well, thanks to your help, we can call it early today. I'm not the greatest cook, so it's nothing special. Still,
Don't sell yourself short. It looks great. Paimon can smell the umami for me. Whoa! This is completely different from the raw taste.
I'm glad. This kind of mushroom is a favorite in the tribe. But actually, we're hoping to use the upcoming competition to introduce it to a wider audience. Hey, you two should sign up. Only if you want to,
Oh, you mean the Epic Feast Showdown? Yeah.
Don't worry. You can tap out at any time.
Oh, good. Wait, aren't you...
You never know until you try. Oh, besides, from what I just saw... Well, anyway...
Oh, good point. Nice! Then let's sign up together. Time for Paimon to show these people what she's made of.
Oh, Hey, you're here.
It's been a while. When Varesa told me you signed up for the epic feat, sounds like Varesa might finally be in for a challenge this year.
Honestly, I'm not
What's wrong? Sounds like you're still half asleep.
just, hungry. It's competition days.
Not much longer, Varesa.
Got it.
About the competition. Usually you have, but when I heard you two were coming, I talked to Atoli and we agreed to.
Really? So we get to eat for free? Awesome! Now we can just take it easy and...
Please, it's our pleasure. When the Abyss invaded, we weren't hit with large waves of monsters. But the volcano became as the guardians of Tolan. We couldn't stand by and do nothing. Varesa was a key Varesa?
Oh, right. There were Abyss. Once the Pyro Archon did her thing.
Looking back on it, the goal was probably to hold us.
Good point! Your tribe must be full of great warriors. Oh, and you mentioned something about the Guardians of Tolan?
The volcano is very important. Our people rose to the challenge of living in this environment.
That's right. The Natlanese are never ones to shy away from a challenge. Although, whenever we spot unusual volcanic activity.
Oh, so there's a lot more to this place. Hold on.
Oh, you know, I just saw her leave. I thought.
My guess is that she followed the scent of the food
Let's go check on her. Paimon understands.
I'll lead the way.
Oh, that smell. So delicious. Juicy mushrooms, melted cheese, mouth-watering steak.
Ah, look who... I thought I felt an intense energy around here. The food just needs a few more minutes. Here, this should...
Wait, is this?
Varesa! You really did head straight for the kitchen. What's up? You seem...
Oh, it's you. Sorry. The next thing I knew, I was all the way over here with a bowl of stew in my hand.
Prep took longer than usual, so I had to push back the competition. Sorry for making you wait, Varesa, especially...
No worries, Uncle Atoli.
Oh, that sounds more like the
I become completely useless when I'm hungry. I really want...
That's perfectly normal. It takes a lot of You two know what I mean, right? Try to do too much on an empty stomach, and you end up feeling weak and lightheaded.
Oh boy. Paimon's been there before.
So, when is the competition supposed to start? Not sure I can wait much longer.
1 sec. I'll go check. We're all set. Time to gather the contestants, Zacatl. The showdown...
Got it! Let's head to the venue. The food will be brought...
Finally! Oh, I'm so ready to dig in.
It smells so good! Varesa had the right idea. It's definitely worth the wait. Yeah, we could maybe finish one portion between the two of us. And even that's a stretch. But one portion each? There's no chance.
Time to dig in. Thanks for the food, Uncle Atoli.
Whoa! Hold on! Varesa's plate looks completely different than ours!
I forgot to mention, the competition actually has 2 levels. The regular challenge and the Varesa challenge. The Varesa challenge is only for people who have It's named after Varesa because, well, so far...
You're kidding. You had.
Believe me, if Varesa competed in the same class as everyone else, the winner would be decided before the competition even started. Only one other person has come close to beating the Varesa challenge, and that would be the Pyro Archon herself. Of course, she breezed through the normal level, but the Varesa challenge was still too much, even for her. Back then, it was all part of an investigation. You see, the Pyro Archon covers all expenses at the Weary Inn the night before the pilgrimage. The Speaker's Chamber thought something had to be wrong. Maybe there was a mistake in the accounts, or someone was trying to defraud the Archon. But once the Archon finally saw Varesa's
Whoa. You're saying Malika had these portions, and she just breezed through? You're right. Let's go. Paimon's gonna defend her honor with everything she's got. Whoa. Tender, juicy. Oh, you gotta try this one too. All this time. And it doesn't look like we've made any progress. Oh, Paimon's ready to throw in the towel. Okay, Paimon's tried as hard as she could. You know what? There really should be a Paimon challenge. Paimon's smaller than the rest of you. It's no fair for her portion to be the same.
Let's hear it for Varesa, who has once again, and with a 10% increase in portion size, it's a new personal best.
Ha! Well done, Varesa.
Amazing job!
Oh, it's nothing.
You actually finished it?
Huh? Why would...
You don't feel bloated? Or like...
Oh, nope. I feel good, actually. Satisfied, you know? Thanks. This is my specialty, after all. Not that it's good, if I'm honest. I'd rather be like you or Kochi-an-san. A hero...
Don't worry, Varesa. For someone as talented as you, it's only...
Ian-san, did you beat the challenge too?
Of course. The regular challenge is easy for me. I've attempted the Varesa...
Okay, there has to be more to this than just... By the end, it was like the meat turned into one big greasy blob, and it was so hard to keep going.
Oh, that's when you balance it out with some mushrooms. The ones from my orchard. Well, that's what I did anyway. As soon as the food came out, I set a few mushrooms to the side so they wouldn't soak up too much oil or get too mushy. That way...
Oh, so that's the secret.
That's right. You tried them yourselves, remember? I think more people from outside the tribe would beat the challenge.
Ian-san, some of the contestants are looking for you.
They want to exercise. After all that food?
Yeah, go tell them to take it easy.
Well, how did everyone do, Uncle?
Almost half finished the regular challenge. I believe that either the contestants are getting more experienced, or my cooking.
Everything was
Thank you. Oh, and since you're new here, I should mention it's an excellent addition to any dish. But there are actually two varieties. Red, there's not much to note about the red ones. Sell them, eat them, do whatever you want. But if you see a green...
Huh?
That's just what a scholar from Sumeru said when the orchard first opened. No one knows the reason. We just do as we're told. Whenever a green mushroom pops up in the orchard, I pick it and eat it. The flavor is identical.
Okay, because that's not weirdly specific at all.
Well, of course. Who wouldn't be intrigued by something like... Oh, by the way, Varesa, I'm almost out of red mushrooms. Could you run to the orchard?
Of course, Uncle Atoli. I'm on it. Want to come with you too?
What do you think, Traveler? Paimon wouldn't mind working off some of that food. Paimon will take that as a yes. All right, let's go. Thanks for the food.
Haha, my pleasure.
After that meet... Oh, something on your mind? Is it what Uncle Atoli said about the green mushrooms don't appear that often. If anything, I wish there were more around here.
Wait, is that one right there? Huh.
See? There's nothing special about it except... Give me 1 sec. I'll start a fi-
Paimon's gonna pass on this one.
You mean why we have to pick and eat the green mushrooms right away? To be honest, I'm curious too. This Uncle totally has a point though.
You could look into it at least.
Yeah, but... I know the truth is important too, but... I don't... In other words... command the truth?
Yeah, we don't have to stop following the scholar's orders. We can stop.
You know, you remind me of another hero from our tribe. Her name was Fiatena. Just like you, she was full of courage and never stopped. Actually, could you give me a moment? All I need is 3 seconds. 3. You're right. So, where should we start with the Oh, the green mushroom, you mean?
Well, the traveler is a lot more perceptive than most people. She should at least get...
Oh, I see.
So, notice anything, traveler? Just like Varesa said. Guess it was the same for all.
Finally, a worthy devotee after all this time.
Who said that?
No need for alarm. There is only one among you who piqued my interest, and that is the one with golden hair. Now, I shall grant you all the honor of becoming my first subjects in this era. Now, you were the ones who wanted to learn more about
Origins? Wait.
So you do know how to use your brain, young one.
Hey, watch it, buddy.
Let me remind you, it was your own curiosity that started all of this. I only granted you this audience because I saw potential in you. I am the Sage Lord of Fungi. Serving me is a great honor, as well.
Sage Lord? Good one. Did you come up with that yourself?
You mock my name? All you do is make a mockery of your own taste. Of course, the Sage Lord of Fungi is too
Sure doesn't sound like it.
That's enough out of you. What's wrong with you humans? You should be full of reverence. In that case, I don't know what went wrong, but you lack the trust and worship to be my... However, I am willing to... As with all seekers of said knowledge, all you have to do is prove your...
Look, more green mushrooms right in front of us.
These clones are my most loyal subjects, as well as... If you want answers, then gather your wits and search for... It might be advisable...
The voice is gone. Finally, Paimon talking in our heads without permission, spewing a bunch of nonsense, even a...
So, do you think what he said was true? About being the Sage Lord of Fungi?
Maybe, but most of it sounded like hot air to Paimon.
True. That conversation in our heads definitely was real.
And it proves these mushrooms aren't regular mushrooms at all. Something fishy is going on.
I guess this is the beginning of our hero's journey then. So let's make like heroes and get to the bottom of... Okay,
Well, we have one thing going for us. We've faced mushrooms before, and they're pretty pathetic as far as enemies go.
Such insolence!
Did you hear that? Sounds like someone's mad.
You're spying on us?
No response.
Well, he said his subjects hold the clues to his secrets. Who knows if he was telling the truth? But we can't just ignore... Okay, so this one is red. Ah! Fungus! It turned into a fungus! In that land of all places!
So this is one of his subjects?
Bull warrior compliment? Much no! Bull warrior.
Careful, Varesa! This is a kind of monster from Sumeru, even though it looks cute.
A monster? Aw, that's too bad. I was hoping we could be friends.
Mercy! Mercy! Food is sacred! Everything else, waste! That's all I know. Promise!
It turned back into a normal mushroom.
You mean that food is...
Well, that's a whole bunch of nothing. Oh, a green mushroom! And it turned into a fungus! Nice try, but you're not scaring Paimon with that one twice! Okay, let's go on the initiative. Hey!
As our Sage Lord stated, you must demonstrate your wits to receive the answers you seek. That means,
Okay, so it turns out this one can talk. Fine. What do we have to do? Solve a riddle or something?
Riddle? Oh, I'm not good at that.
that sounds like a problem for your friends. Besides, enough chatter. Why are all the mushrooms in this orchard willing to become the subjects of the sage?
Aw, man, how are...
Because you're his clones, right?
Alas, no wits in sight. The answer could never be that simple. What? How did you get that so...
Oh.
Sumeru mushrooms! Of course!
Wait, does that mean everyone in Sumeru is into puns? Huh.
No, we just, have a lot of...
Well, since you have proven your wits, the act of eating is not only a physical necessity, but mushrooms like us are the Sage Lord's intermediaries. Incinerating our flesh forges a spiritual connection between you and the Sage Lord himself.
Oh, so that's why he could speak to us in our heads.
So you're saying if we want to talk to him again, all we have to do is eat more... No, wait, don't turn back into a regular mushroom! Oh, choo.
Well, if eating is a sacred ritual, maybe we...
Oh, good thinking, Varesa! Let's try it. Oh, but we should probably pick this one first since it's a green mushroom. Hey, there are two fungi over there! Looks...
Have you figured out how you're going to test the humans?
Of course! Any random question should do the trick. I don't...
Wow, cool! You green...
It's all progressing as expected. Oh, please tell us how to conduct the ceremony. And I shall respond. Nothing in life comes for free.
Ew! And they'll say no.
They're humans, idiot. They don't have caps or spores.
All right. Duh.
And then I'll say, you can't even answer the most basic of basic.
Ha! Yeah!
Of course, they're so dense, it might actually take them that long to realize that.
I mean, obviously it's the cooking!
Did they just give us the answer?
Who goes there?
And do you think we're the dense ones? Look in the mirror, buddy.
A floating pale organism out of nowhere! My cap almost...
No, wait, don't disappear! At least explain yourselves! So, we passed the test? Where's the... So much for gathering our wits. Oh, well...
That sounds right. Uncle Atoli did say, when you cook this mushroom, the higher the heat, the better the...
Right! That was the case when you grilled them in the orchard, too. Heat really... Okay, let's give it a try.
Definitely.
Good call. It's best for Okay, so it felt pretty normal in the moment, but hearing it back does sound kind of, ridiculous.
So, the mushrooms in the orchard are sentient.
Yeah, without your investigation, who knows what could have happened?
Thanks for looking into it, and for collecting all this information.
What a relief. I was worried it sounded like I lost my marble.
But we know you're not one to lie, Varesa. Thanks to you, we now know something sinister.
Yeah, just let me know if there's anything
Well, that didn't take much convincing.
Oh, wait. You said the mushrooms needed to be cooked at high heat, right? I can do that for you right now. I'll be quick. All right, I'm back. I used cast iron, so it should be hot enough.
Whoa, it smells delicious!
Well, here goes.
Wait, that's his foot?
Looks like you stumbled upon the right path. But this temperature does not demonstrate even a... Did you really think some common stove could generate... Humans are such a disappointment. But as soon as there are no more hints, not a do try and use your brain this time.
How did it go? Did you hear the...
Annoying menace of a mushroom! The Sage Lord of Fungi said the heat's still not high enough.
Not high enough, huh? I guess that means we need a more powerful Attention, everyone! We need items that can
I'll see what I can do.
Leave it to me.
We should take a look too.
Definitely. We're not super familiar with this area, though.
Nothing concrete, but it spews out all kinds of stuff.
Awesome! Let's go! Paimon's gonna find something
Hey, there should be some avatars of lava somewhere along this path. Their cores are really hot. It might be just what we need.
You know, when you think about how everyone jumped to help us like that...
Yeah, but without you, we would have never gotten this far.
Right. So, even...
Yeah, this opportunity was a long time.
Varesa doesn't seem competitive most of the time, though.
Yeah, well, I don't really like fighting or competing, to be honest. Still, I've learned a lot from Kojian-san. We get stronger so we can use our strength when it counts. So, no matter how scared I feel, I know I have to be... Thanks. All right. Yeah! Oh, looks like we can make this jump.
Uh-oh! A falling rock!
That avatar of lava pushed it down. Come on, let's charge!
Charge?
Hurry up, Varesa! Hi! Done and dusted.
Oh, let's see! Woo!
A few more chunks like this, and we should be good. Careful! 3 avatars of lava ahead! There is no escape! Up and away! Hurry up, Varesa! Yeah! It's justice o'clock! Yeah! Boom! Hero incoming! Yeah!
Oh no, not good! The volcano is acting up again! What is that? It looks like a giant weasel thief. Is there a great Tolan weasel thief or something?
We call it a furnace shell mountain weasel. It's very aggressive, so be careful. This is infuriating! Hero incoming!
What a great haul! A bunch of...
I think that's its back armor. It shoots out phlogiston, so it can pretty much My dad told me about them once. This piece of armor might produce even higher temperatures than the seeing eyes. We'll get those mushrooms soon. Oh, well, even though I don't like fighting... For example, I've read a lot. Viatena's most iconic feature was her mask. So I decided to make one just like hers. So now, Whenever I wear the mask, it's like there's a little piece of her at the same time, though.
Oh, you really think so?
Really? I feel like, but the longer I put off taking that step, the more.
Yeah.
Oh,
Besides,
thanks for and I won't give. After that pep talk, I feel like my appetite.
you're hungry.
Come on, let's head back.
We're back, and we found a bunch of stuff to use.
Great. We're almost done with the preparation.
I've managed to get these iron chunks red hot.
Yeah, and since we need really high temperatures,
And I got a bunch of buckets of lava.
Yeah, but the things we brought aren't your typical.
Well, that mushroom started it, right, everyone? Disrespecting Varesa and her guest of honor.
yeah, we'll see what sort of excuses.
Thanks for the help, everyone. It really means a lot.
All right, let's see what we have here. Huh? The armor of a furnace shell mountain weasel?
No, it erupted out of nowhere, and then the weasel appeared, and then, well,
Either way, this is something special. Back when I was training to be a chef, this kind of armor produces intense localized heat. It's great for fish because you can get a nice sear on one side without overcooking the other. Anyway, let's get started.
All right.
whoa, the fragrance is so much more intense. And what's with this weird mist? Wait, no, something's not right. Where are we?
I have no idea.
Huh? Is something wrong?
That's a cuddle.
What? I know it's hard to see through this mist, but aren't you here at the... No. What are...
Because you are the only worthy devotees, of course.
Evil jerk of a mushroom, so this is what you look like!
He does look a bit more evil than the other mushrooms we met.
I am no longer concerned with your insolence. On the contrary, I am satisfied with your performance. Of course, I have a goal of my own. Let me reiterate once more. The great sage lord of fungi, that would be me, is a...
The only way anyone's serving you is on a platter!
Now, don't be hasty. It's inadvisable to speak in absolute. Cherish this opportunity. As you know, Tivat is not a peaceful place. The gods wage war against one another. Monsters roam the land. Humans live in squalor. But then, humanity discovered me and learned...
If we want to become strong, we...
Those monsters are no match for me.
And so, the humans worshipped me as their savior. And in return, I revealed my...
You really expect us to believe that? Besides,
Such arrogance!
you wish!
I mean, those monsters really don't look that scary. Not the kind you'd need a miracle to defeat, anyway.
You insignificant mortals boast of strength?
Ills be gone!
Shine down!
Things are about to get dicey.
Why me? Kapow!
Well fought! You see? You ate a fair amount of my clones, and now look what you can do. Huh. My eye for subjects is as discerning.
Huh. Weren't we insignificant more?
I'll admit, you're not entirely you.
No, don't just... another cryptic one-liner and another disappearing act? Well, what should we do?
Yeah, let's go. I think he's trying to tell.
Time to roll! I soon became humanity's faith. And, with my power, created countless clones, with which food is a scarce resource. And as my subjects gave themselves in service, either as civilians or warriors, I rewarded them with...
That's...
What are you insinuating?
Well, it's possible people couldn't afford to be picky back then.
Yeah, but now even Saurians have more options than that.
Sustenance and strength. Such are the pillars of faith. Once you become my subjects, all you have to do is build a civilization dedicated to the... What do you mean?
Right. If the humans dedicated themselves in service to you, then shouldn't you... But I've read a lot of...
Of course not. I was in a different nation at the time. I don't suppose...
Yeah, and we didn't hear anything about a mushroom.
I never said it was Sumeru. I have no idea where that assumption is coming from. A trivial detail. You know what?
Yeah, if you want us to respect you, stop being so secret.
True. If we don't know how the story ends, it doesn't...
All right, fine. Same rules as before. If you want the truth, you'll have to use your... If you fail to prove your worth, good luck getting another detail.
Oh.
He jumped down from here! So it looks like we just need to... Is something wrong, Traveler? Off?
That's how I feel too. Based on his personality, if he won't tell us how things... Besides, how did he even get from Sumeru to Natlan? And through it all, he still hasn't given up on recruiting us.
Yeah. He seemed pretty annoyed with our question.
But why?
All right, sounds like a plan. Let's go!
Catch me if you can! If you can figure out which way to go, of course.
Absolutely insufferable. Come on, let's find him.
Hurry up, Varesa! Leave this to me. I'll clear a path for you. I think we can get these mushrooms to form a path. We just need to wait for the right timing.
Get a load of this!
Look out, Varesa!
Don't worry about me. I've got this. On track. Time to roll.
A dead end?
Jump up. Let it give us a ride. All right, this should be good. Get ready and jump!
Backed into a corner, huh?
We've got you this time!
Ow! Well, that hurt, you know. You humans have such fun.
How do we...
Not again. Although, I think I pulled something off of him.
A ball of mist. Oh no, it's spreading. Ah, they're gonna eat us. Gonna eat us. Eat us.
Ungrateful humans! At this rate, I won't have any clones left. The more my clones are consumed, the less power I have. Oh, the situation... Why must the humans eat so much? My power is all but spent, but it was still enough to control a single human at least. Now all of Sumeru knows how scrumptious my mushrooms are, so if I want to grow, I must relocate. And if I want it to happen fast, I need suitable environmental conditions. You! Take me somewhere hot! The hotter the better.
Yes, my lord.
Is this the place, human?
Yes. This is a volcano in a land far to the west. The temperatures here get very high. I shall now find a good place to plant you, my lord.
Yes, proceed. Huh? An earthquake? No, a volcanic eruption!
So that's how it ended. No wonder you tried to hide it from us.
I thought he said people formed communities around this mushroom and used...
Yeah, but it looks like his following got too big and he couldn't keep up with the demand.
Huh. He used the mushrooms as his main recruitment tactic. But then the situation got...
Which means the more mushrooms the humans ate, the less powerful...
Wow. So his following did...
Nope. Which explains why there aren't any records about some kind of mushroom civilization. In the end, he mind-controlled a human to bring him to Natlan and then got buried under a pile of volcanic rock.
Yeah. For who knows how long. When we were talking to him earlier, he seemed kind of,
Well, he has been living under a rock, so... But clearing out this area for your orchard finally allowed him to start regaining his power.
Yeah, that sounds right. My parents always thought it was so weird that mushrooms kept popping up around the orchard no matter what we... Wait, but if everything we saw is true, that means this mushroom has mind control powers or something?
Hold on. Do you remember what he showed us? A group of humans worshipping a giant mushroom. It just doesn't make sense. But when he started running out of power, he couldn't keep it up.
Oh, yeah. Maybe that's why he doesn't seem to be able to control us either.
Oh? Why?
All right, then let... Hurry up, Varesa! Gotta steer clear of other people. Heads up!
Oh, the environment changed again. Nothing to face Paimon at this point.
Let's keep looking. He can't hide forever.
Quietly now.
Why me?
So you made it this far. Impressive. In that case...
Wait, he hid himself in the statue. What should we do? Actually, that checks out.
Yeah!
We've got you this time, nasty mushroom. We know all yours.
We thought you were just a mushroom that happened to taste good. But now we know how dangerous...
Huh. It would seem you're not completely devoid of intelligence. Fitting for my Did you think I was running away because I was scared? Oh, my schemes have been exposed, you say. No matter.
What?
Although I prefer to call myself the Sage Lord of Fungi, you now behold the god Bifrons, the sole Indeed, foolish, shallow, and ungrateful humans. Have you forgotten your savior during this time of war? You have no food in which to satiate your hunger. No means with which to counter the hordes of Just one word, and you could have had my protection. But no matter. My plan has already succeeded. What you saw when you cooked the mushrooms was not mist, but spores. And that's where their true power lies. Because, given a bit of time to grow, green mushrooms will multiply. You see, considering my current level of power, I had no way to create, and you delivered one to me on a silver platter.
So, you kept running away from us because...
Precisely. Before long, the green mushrooms will multiply at an unstoppable rate, allowing me to return to the peak of my power. Then, I shall reclaim my dignity and status as a god, achieve victory.
You have no concept of time, do you? Newsflash, the Archon War is old news, but...
Nonsense! Is that not the source of your suffering? All I hear in this land is war this and war that. If you fear the Archon War, all the more reason to cower.
Pretty sure they're talking about the war against the Abyss.
Huh?
The Archon War? I guess I've heard about that once or twice, but only from Outlanders.
Ha! I see what's going on here. You know, my original plan. Once nothing is left of this land but an endless field of mushrooms, I'll set you free. Now, I was going to offer you a glimmer of hope by but now, the deal is off. What did you say?
The Traveler explained everything. The only reason I could hear you is because I've eaten so many mushrooms over—
Yeah, and Paimon ate a whole bunch during the competition. Paimon's point being, most people would have to eat a monstrous amount of mushrooms to even hear you over the... So you latched onto us as a group of people who could actually hear your...
You said your mushrooms need—
I may not have my former strength, but keeping a few humans right where I want them is because you definitely can't.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah, if he was telling the truth, we need to get back to the tribe as soon as possible.
Oh, no! You must be bluffing! A few measly humans—
Paimon's not gonna waste one more word on this guy. Let's go!
What should we do?
Worried? Ha ha ha! Don't be! It's just a few mushrooms. Unholy! Get ready to feast!
More, please! Guess it's time to dig in!
Stop this at once! Huh?
What a great meal!
And with that, now... Someone...
Yeah, we know not every god that's still around.
Also, didn't he have his facts on?
well,
Whoa, hold on. Are you...
of course. The infighting between the dragons pretty much took over everything. So, there was no room for the god...
Yep, that checks out. Living under a rock all those years, Mushroom God wakes up, thinking it's still the Archon War, and tries to use that to convince people...
Little did he know, our lives are much better now than in the
So what do we do now? It can't be easy to slay a god.
I guess it's back to business as usual. As long as we keep picking the green mushrooms, that god is just a tasty mushroom at the end of the day. Actually, Traveler? Can I borrow you for a minute? Alright, here's good. So, it's not anything super. Your encouragement gave me the courage to investigate the green mushroom, and maybe this sounds weird considering everything. Oh, why's that? I never thought but it's like you said. If I start to doubt myself in the future...
Hey, you two! Akata was saying that since a scholar from Sumeru warned the tribe about the mushrooms, someone there must know about the mushroom god. Should we go check it out? Couldn't hurt.
Oh, good point. But if we're...
Right. And it's not a quick trip. We have to cross the whole desert.
Good idea. Let's...
Oh, Catherine's back! And isn't that Tainari?
Word from the speaker's chamber was that an Amurta scholar happened to be conducting research in the area. So they helped me to get...
Yep, you're an expert, so you must know...
Yeah, the mushrooms started popping up in our orchard and... Of course, you're welcome anytime. I wanted to ask though, you said what remains of his clones? Does that mean there are...
Whoa, that sounds amazing! We should go see Zamarin one of these days!
Ooh, I'll come. It'll be nice to interact with a friendly... I would never.